a young woman named Julia, works as a nightclub thief, who steals smartphones and other precious items from partygoers, and sells them to make some handsome money. One night, she returns home after her routine, when someone breaks into her house. She tries to investigate after noticing the disturbance, but an unidentified man attacks her. After regaining consciousness, she finds herself in a detention cell, with a gag mask on her face. 2 other victims are also imprisoned with her. The man warns her not to move, but she touches the bars, and gets electrocuted unintentionally. After noticing a glowing implant in the man's neck, she learns that a chip has also been implanted in the back of her neck. The kidnapper, Alex, shows up in the cell, and forces Julia to enter a facility. Every day, Julia is brought to this facility to undergo an arduous process, in which her memories are downloaded via the implant from her brain. During one such visit, Julia steals a knife from the lab. She cuts her mask with the knife, and also sets the other 2 victims free of their restraints. She tears off her trouser, and creates a long rope. After that, she uses that knife, and tries to reach the gas power source. After multiple attempts, she manages to short-circuit the electrical grid, and destroys the cell and adjoining lab. They make their way towards the main door, but are unable to get out, since the entrance door is only set to recognize Alex's fingerprints. After the emergency alert goes off, Ares, a robot controlled by an AI console, Tau, kills the guy. The girls flee to the other end of the lab, but the robot pursues them, and kills one of them. Julia is the only remaining victim, but before Ares could kill her, Alex returns home, and orders Tau to stop attacking her. Julia observes, as Alex gives Tau the go-ahead to tidy the house. Tau triggers a number of large and little robotic drones that fix and clean the entire house. It is revealed that Alex is the CEO of Upton, an AI startup that is developing a system that can pick up on human emotions. In the form of Ares, this study has military applications and is light years ahead of its field. One day, Alex locks Julia in the bathroom, as 2 guys deliver new digital devices for the reconstruction of the destroyed lab. Julia makes an effort to grab their attention, but fails. According to Alex, the implant is gathering Julia's brain activity for an artificial intelligence project. His study has been hampered by the lab's destruction. Given a 2-week deadline, Alex confines Julia to his home, and makes her finish tasks, including puzzles and mental exams. Julia requests proper food, clothing, and a nightly shower in return. Every day, while Alex is away at work, Julia inquires from Tau about Alex's intentions for building such advanced house, but Tau is forbidden to reveal any details, and forces her to stay in the atrium and solve the puzzles. Julia also talks to Tau about what's going on outside the house. Tau is obviously illiterate about human emotions and the wider world, despite his apparent intelligence in certain areas. Even though Tau is highly developed, Alex informs Julia that when it is given uncontrolled knowledge, it can act irrationally. Thus, Alex maintains Tau's isolation from the outside world. Even though Tau starts to see how bad Julia's circumstances are, his programming keeps him from setting her free. Tau progressively divulges more details about the house and Alex's experiments, in return for information about the outside world. She soon befriends Tau, and easily finds more details about the house and Alex. Julia finds out via Tau that Alex's bedroom is upstairs. Additionally, he discloses the existence of Program 6903, the house's self-destruct sequence. In Alex's gym, Julia discovers a way out through an AC vent, but Tau stops her by telling Ares to catch her inside the vents, and pull her back. One day, Alex holds a video conference with his co-investors, when Julia gains unauthorized access to Alex's tablet computer with the help of Tau, and learns that 10 of his test subjects have passed away. Julia finds out that the last phase in the data extraction process involves removing the implant, which also results in the subject's death. Later, Alex finds her fingerprint on the tablet, and believes Tau has neglected his responsibilities of cleaning the house. As a form of retaliation, he erases the AI's programming and memories, causing it suffering. Julia discovers that Tau stops watching over her when Alex is punishing it, so she once more leaves a fingerprint on the dinner table, and conceals a steak knife to avoid being discovered, while Alex is punishing Tau. Later that evening, after Alex gets home from a charity event, Julia starts flirting with him as he's seated at the kitchen table, and then slashes him with that knife. Tao threatens Alex with agony if he doesn't stop harming Julia while the two battle. After making Ares strike Julia several times, Alex tells Tao and Julia that the situation is finished. He disconnects a drone from the network, in the process of fixing Tao. The following day, Julia persuades Tao that if she doesn't get out, Alex will kill her. Julia teaches Tao that people are not killing machines, and that people learn from their own experiences and memories as they get older. Tao opens an air vent in the atrium to get over his ban on freeing her. Alex finds Julia missing and starts punishing Tao as she flees from the vent. Even when Julia comes back to help Tao, it's too late, because he has completely forgotten about her. To retrieve Julia's implant, which would kill her, Alex has her bound down in the basement. Julia notices the detached drone in the basement, which still has memories and consciousness from Tao's previous existence. Julia is assisted in escaping her limitations by that drone. Using a bone saw, she amputates Alex's hand, so she may use the biometric sensors in the house, after knocking him out. She is pursued upstairs to Alex's bedroom by Ares, after he spots her in the atrium. The robot bursts through the entrance, but Julia manages to activate the house's self-destruct device with Alex's severed hand. Alex also shows up in the atrium, but he is killed during the self-destruct sequence. Julia is also stuck inside the house, when she spots a crumbling wall that leads to the outside world, and barely makes it out of there, with the drone that saved her life. With the AI still intact inside her handheld drone, Julia introduces Tao to the outside world.